Imagine you're sitting at home and the phone rings. A worried voice on the other end says, "Grandma, I'm in trouble." Minutes later, you get an email that looks like it's from your bank, asking you to verify your account details. These are just a couple of scams that criminals use to target seniors. Unfortunately, scams targeting older adults are more common than ever. Scammers use technology and emotional stories to steal money and information. But here's the good news. With the right knowledge, you can spot these scams and stop them before they cause any harm. In this video, we're going to explore the most common scams affecting seniors today, both online and offline, and show you simple, practical ways to protect yourself. No fear, no pressure, just useful information that will help you stay safe, informed, and confident. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe. Our goal is to educate and empower you, not to scare you. With the right knowledge, you can stay safe and confident. Let's begin by looking at one of the most common forms of trickery in the digital world: email and message scams. These are fake messages that look like they're from a trusted place, like your bank, medical care, or even a delivery company. The goal? To trick you into clicking a link or giving away personal information like your social security number or bank details. For example, you might get an email that looks like it's from your bank saying, "We noticed a problem with your account. Click here to verify your identity." It may use the bank's logo and official language to seem real, but the link in the email goes to a fake website that steals the information you enter. In reality, the bank never sent that email. A scammer did. You might also get a text message that says a package couldn't be delivered, asking you to click a link to reschedule, or a message from someone claiming your account has been locked. So how do you protect yourself? 1. Do not click suspicious links. If you get an unexpected message asking you to verify information, do not click any links. Instead, contact the company directly using a phone number or website you know is real. For example, use the number on your bank card. 2. Check the sender. Scammers often use email addresses or phone numbers that look almost legitimate. Look for misspellings or strange URLs. If an email says it's from your bank but the sender's address is odd, that's a red flag. 3. Never give personal info via email, text. Your bank, social security, or medical care will never ask for your passwords, social security number, or bank account details by email or text. If someone asks for this info through those means, it's a scam. These scams are all about pressure. They want you to panic and act fast without thinking. But if you slow down, take a closer look, and verify the message, you can usually spot the scam. Now let's talk about another scam that can pop up right on your screen or come to you in a phone call. Tech support scams. Tech support scams involve someone pretending to be from a tech company like Microsoft or Apple and claiming there's a serious problem with your computer. They want to scare you into giving them access to your computer or paying for fake support or software. You might see a pop-up on your screen that says something like, "Warning, your computer is infected. Call this number now." It looks alarming and urgent. Or you might get a random phone call from someone who says, "I'm from Microsoft support, and we detected a virus on your PC." Sometimes these scammers will even freeze your computer screen and make it impossible to close the window without restarting. This adds to the panic. In both cases, the scammer is lying to make you panic. Their goal is to rush you into acting without thinking. Stay calm, pause, and verify. Don't let fear make decisions for you. Here's how to stay safe. 1. Ignore scary pop-ups. If a random virus warning pops up asking you to call a number, don't do it. Don't click on it either. Simply close your browser or restart your computer. Those pop-ups are fake alarms meant to lure you. 2. Hang up on unexpected calls. If someone calls claiming to be tech support when you haven't requested help, just hang up. If you didn't ask for help, don't give it. Never share your credit card details or send money for tech support you didn't request. 3. Never give control of your computer to a stranger, and never pay someone who contacts you out of the blue. 4. It's always safer to contact tech support yourself using a number you trust. Never trust pop-ups, unexpected calls, or people who ask for remote access. Real tech support will never demand urgent action or payment via gift cards or wire transfers. If you need help, always reach out to a trusted source on your own. 5. Install and update trusted antivirus software. It can help detect real threats and block fake ones. Speaking of trust, let's look at a scam that tugs at your heartstrings: romance scams. Romance scams are when a con artist pretends to fall in love to gain your trust and steal your money. They might meet you through a dating website or social media and seem very charming and attentive. Typically, the scammer quickly professes strong feelings. They often say things like, "You're the only one who understands me," or "I've never felt this way before," to gain your trust quickly. Then suddenly they claim to have an emergency, like a medical bill or travel problem, and ask you to send money, often by wire transfer or gift cards. Maybe they claim to be stuck overseas or need help with a medical bill. Once you send money, they usually ask for more or disappear. Always remember, a genuine romantic partner will not keep asking you for money. How to stay safe. 1. Take it slow. Be cautious if someone you met online showers you with affection and love very quickly. Scammers often push for an intense relationship early on to lower your guard. 2. Never send money or gifts. No matter how convincing the story, medical emergencies, travel costs, etc., do not send money or expensive gifts to someone you haven't met in person. 3. Do some research. Try to verify what they tell you. Search for their profile picture to see if it's stolen from someone else. 4. Notice if they avoid video chats or meeting in person. That's often a sign something's not right. 5. Talk to someone you trust. Tell a good friend or family member about your new online friend. Sometimes an outsider can spot red flags in the story that you might miss. Remember, real love is built on trust and time, not secrecy and urgent money requests. Let's move on to another important area where scammers try to take advantage: your health. Healthcare scams. Healthcare scams involve someone pretending to be a health provider or insurance agent to steal your personal information or trick you into paying for fake treatments. Scammers might call and claim you need to update your health insurance or offer free medical equipment or tests in exchange for your personal information and insurance details. For example, a caller might say, "This is your health provider. We're issuing new cards. Please verify your insurance number." Or they may offer a free health service in exchange for your personal details. Sometimes they'll say they're offering a new genetic test or health screening for free, but once they get your information, they use it to submit fake claims. Legitimate health providers or insurers will never call and ask for your ID number or payment out of the blue. Here's how to protect yourself. Only share it with your own doctors or trusted healthcare providers. Never share your health insurance number or personal details with someone who contacts you unexpectedly. If someone calls or comes to your door asking for it, refuse. Hang up on imposters. If you get an unsolicited phone call claiming to be from healthcare or Social Security or an insurance company asking for your information or money, hang up. In almost all cases, it's a scam. Beware of free offers. If someone offers you something free but then asks for your healthcare number or a payment, it's a red flag. Legitimate companies don't give out free medical equipment or tests and then ask for your personal info or bill you without a doctor's order. Let's shift gears and talk about scams that promise big rewards, but only if you pay a little first. Lottery scams. Lottery scams try to convince you that you've won a big prize, but the catch is you have to pay something up front to get it. You might receive a letter, email, or call saying you've won a lottery, perhaps one you never entered. The scammer then says you need to pay taxes or a processing fee to claim your winnings. For example, a caller might excitedly announce, "You've won $50,000. All we need is a $1,000 processing fee and we'll deliver your prize." They might ask you to wire the money or send a check. They might even send a fake check to make it seem legit, but it will bounce later. If you have to pay, it's not a real prize. Don't believe you've won claims. Be skeptical if someone says you won a prize out of the blue, especially if they ask you to pay any fee or tax to get it. Beware of fake checks. If you're sent a check and then asked to send some of the money back for fees, don't do it. The check is likely fake, even if it looks real, and will bounce, and you'll lose any money you sent. Real lottery never make you pay to receive your winnings. If you didn't enter a contest, you didn't win, and if you have to pay, it's not a real prize. Now let's talk about one of the most emotional scams of all: Grandparent scams, family imposter scams. The grandparent scam is when someone pretends to be your grandchild or another relative in a serious emergency. They call sounding panicked. "Grandma, it's me," and say they've had an accident or are in trouble with the law and need money right away. They'll often insist you don't tell anyone else to keep it secret. They prey on your love and concern, but you can outsmart them by staying calm and verifying the story. Don't fall for it. Here's what to do. 1. Confirm their identity. Don't be afraid to ask the caller personal questions that only your real grandchild would know, or tell them you will call right back. 2. Then hang up and call your grandchild on their real number, or check with other family members. You'll usually find your grandchild is safe and never made that call. 3. Don't keep it secret. Scammers will urge you not to tell anyone. If you get a strange emergency call, resist that pressure. 4. Reach out to another family member or friend and explain the situation. Getting a second opinion will help reveal if it's a scam. 5. Never send money immediately. No legitimate authority will demand that you send money right now via wire transfer, overnight cash, or gift cards to help a relative. Those urgent private payments are a sure sign of a scam. Take time to verify any emergency and never rush to send money under secrecy. Scammers use your emotions to make you act fast, but taking a few minutes to check the story can protect your money and peace of mind. Next, let's step outside your home, literally, and look. Home repair scams. Home repair scams happen when someone offers to fix your home unsolicited, often at a cheap price, but they have no intention of doing quality work, or sometimes any work at all. These scammers might show up after a storm or just cruise through neighborhoods. They'll say, "I noticed your roof or driveway, etc. has issues. I can fix it today and it's cheaper if you pay cash now." They pressure you to act fast. If you pay up front, they might disappear without finishing the job, or do it poorly and then vanish. Here's how to protect yourself. 1. Be wary of unsolicited offers. If a contractor knocks on your door or calls out of nowhere about home repairs, be cautious. You don't have to decide on the spot, no matter what they claim about a today-only deal. 2. Check them out. Ask for identification, proof of insurance, and a contractor's license if your area requires one. 3. Insist on a written estimate or contract. If someone refuses to provide credentials or a written agreement, that's a red flag. 4. Don't pay all up front. It's reasonable to pay a small deposit for a big job, but never pay the full amount before any work is done. If a worker demands full or large payment in cash up front, stop right there. Pay the rest only when the job is completed to your satisfaction. 5. Ask neighbors or friends for referrals before hiring anyone. If the deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Finally, let's talk about a scam that can affect everything in your financial life. Identity theft. Identity theft is when someone steals your personal information and uses it to impersonate you. With details like your social security number or bank information, a thief can open accounts, take out loans, or make purchases in your name, leaving you with the bills and headaches. Often, victims don't realize it until they see mysterious charges or bills for things they never bought. Scammers might use the tricks we mentioned, phishing emails, imposter calls, to fool you or steal mail and documents. You might not realize it's happened until you notice unexplained charges or accounts in your name. While you can't control every bad actor, there are steps to greatly reduce the risk of identity theft. 1. Secure documents and shred waste. Keep important papers, like Social Security and Medicare cards, bank statements, locked up, and shred any documents with personal information before you throw them away. 2. Be careful with your info. Don't give out personal data like your Social Security number, bank account, or credit card numbers unless it's absolutely necessary and you're sure who you're dealing with. Most companies won't call or email asking for these out of the blue. 3. Monitor your accounts. Review your bank and credit card statements regularly to catch any charges you don't recognize. 4. Consider checking your credit report once a year to make sure no new accounts have been opened in your name. If you spot anything suspicious, report it immediately. 5. If your wallet or purse is stolen, report it immediately to your bank and credit bureaus. The sooner you catch identity theft, the easier it is to stop. Conclusion. Scams can be scary, but knowledge is power. Now you know the common tricks scammers use and how to avoid them. Remember to stay alert and trust your instincts. If something feels off or pressures you to act fast, it's okay to slow down, ask questions, or simply say no. Don't let the fear of scams isolate you. With a bit of caution, you can confidently enjoy life online and offline. If a scammer targets you, it's not your fault, and now you have the tools to handle it. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and don't hesitate to talk to friends or family if you're unsure about something. Together, we can outsmart the scammers. You've got this.